Jonathan, this has been great, man. Thanks so much for coming on. I really appreciated it. Can we do 5 questions with Jonathan Clark, Jay Clark, the jumper?
Let's do
All
it.
right, let's do it. Okay, question number 1. Who is your favorite slam dunker of all time?
Vince Carter. Hands down, Vince Carter is
Yeah,
number one.
yeah. Yeah, and you said you had some sort of like little connection with him, right, on social media. He saw one of your dunks
Yeah.
or something. Yeah,
So I did a contest in Latvia, and in the contest I did one of Vince Carter's one of his signature dunks, the reverse 360 windmill, and I did it off vert. And it was something like I had been working on all summer, and I never made it, but I got to
yeah.
the contest and I was like, today is the day, and I actually did it, and he saw it. And he retweeted it and was like, "Oh, that was nice." And it was like I was like super hyped about that. So it's kind of
It
cool.
in that competition scenario, do you find that to be the case? Like the adrenaline's pumping, you're a little bit more juice, like you have a little bit more spring than you would when you're like training.
Oh, definitely. So when I train, a lot of times if I like my training level of intensity is very different from competition level.
Sure.
So I don't have to hit all of my dunks all the time in training to know that
Yeah.
I'll have them in competition.
Yeah.
But you do have to be at some close.
Yeah.
Like there are days where it's like I'm doing terrible, and it's like, okay, don't try that in the contest because it's not gonna work. There
Right.
are times where it's like, oh man, I keep back rimming this. So it's like, okay, I know when I get to the contest, like it's gonna be there for me because I'm
Yeah.
I'm there. Just something is off right now. I need that edge.
Right.
But sometimes, yeah, for me, and I'm different because I will try dunks. Like we've talked about this. I have that little devil on my shoulder. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
you can play it safe and win this contest, or you could try something crazy that no one's ever seen before and win, and then I miss the dunk and then I lose the contest. But like I'm happy to lose a contest trying something new and going out on my own. So
Yeah, you're doing it your way. You're like Tim Cup. He could have
yeah,
just dropped the ball, but he's got to hit it over the water 15 times. He could lose the
definitely.
tournament, but he feels good about himself.
Yes.
Uh, um, what's your favorite? What's your personal favorite dunk, or do you have like a signature dunk that you just love the most of all of your kids that are that's probably how you feel about your dunks. They're like your little kids. Like
Yeah, I
which
would
one's your
say
favorite?
Jonathan's Wall is my favorite because it's something that I invented. I invented it season one of Dunk League actually, and it won me $1,000. So it's kind of like really cool at the time. Like I hadn't won $1,000 dunking yet, so it was like cool. Like I had cash, and it was something, it was dangerous. And it's kind of a staple now. It's something people always want to see when I'm in a contest, and typically it's an automatic, perfect score done correctly. And when I do it really well, it's such a good feeling.
Yeah,
Just like it feels really good.
would describe that one to us.
So Jonathan's Wall, it kind of spun off of in the contest. It was a twist on a classic. So you take a classic dunk and you change it somehow to make it your own.
Uh huh.
So I took John Wall when John Wall did the double up X. So John Wall jumped over the G man and reverse dunked it. So what I did was I took 5 people across this way, and I jumped. So in order to jump them, I had to really kick my legs out
Uh
and do
huh.
a split over them. So what I did, so it was It's like I kind of put them, and you can kind of play with it, and that's something I'm gonna play with this year as I like try to enhance it. I'm gonna come from different angles. So like I
Yeah.
want to try, as weird as it sounds, I want to try a front facing one, and I'm thinking like if I could take it, like if I could take it with one hand and then like use this hand as a counterbalance and kind of move my hands around, I could do a windmill over people, which would
Oh
be
yeah.
really cool. There's one, and I. It's funny because I was gonna keep it a secret, but I was like, people don't even do Jonathan's Wall to begin with. I want to try to jump like facing forward and then jump backwards. So I just have to figure out how to do it without kicking the person. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump, like I'm gonna run full speed towards them, and then
Yeah.
as I jump, I'm gonna turn my body towards them and take the ball.
With your
Um,
legs spread.
yeah.
You're gonna be
So
like Street Fighter, like
yeah, I was thinking it had to be some sort of kick in order for me to get my legs
yeah,
up like that.
right.
But the only problem is if I do miss, that's a full on like roundhouse
Yeah,
kick
exactly.
to somebody's
Hey man, it's an effective move in Street Fighter. You should try out some of those high school kids that you got on your list.
I
You're
think
like
yeah, on the kids I don't like,
Marcus, Sam,
I'm gonna leave you on the
Josh.
edge right here. This is a good spot for you.
Man, yeah, that's I'm getting a visual of that. It's gonna be awesome. Either way.
I was gonna say either way, if it goes well or if it doesn't, it's gonna go viral.
Okay. What are your favorite shoes to dunk in?
Right now I'm gonna say Hyper Dunks, and I want to say they're 2000. I think they're the 2017 Hyper Dunks.
Yeah.
When I first started competing in contests, that was kind of like I didn't get paid money. Like they would give me shoes, and that was kind of the shoe I really liked.
Yeah.
And when I started competing, even when I kind of like as the years passed, I would like try to go find them on eBay and buy those and compete in them. I just competed in like Dunk League. I wore Hyper Dunks, and for Dunk Camp, I dunked in the Hyper Dunks.
Yeah. They're a lighter shoe, right? They're yeah, you probably prefer I'm guessing like a lighter shoe. You're probably not like want to wear like LeBron shoes. Those are pretty heavy.
I've tried to dunk in LeBron's and it's like not
yeah.
Not the most ideal situation.
Yeah, those extra few ounces make a huge difference. I would imagine for you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you've traveled the world. We mentioned Paris, New York, doing these various competitions. What's been one of your favorite locations? One you enjoy going back to over and over again?
Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah has always been an amazing experience. Dunk camp. It's an environment where it's they call it Disneyland for dunkers.
Oh yeah.
They've done it. We've done it 3 years. Last year we did a virtual dunk camp, which was still fun. But the 3 years that we've done it in person, it's just amazing camaraderie. Watching people go to get their first dunk, people go to learn techniques. Some of the best dunkers show up, and there's a dunk show at the end, and it's always been extremely crazy. The pace is pushed. Actually, this year they built Lifetime Fitness built or Lifetime Hoops built a custom rim that went up to 12 feet 5 inches. So we raised it to 11 feet, and I jumped from vertical stand 11 feet off vert, which is a world record. So that was really fun. And they said the hoop is in Utah whenever I want to use it. So it is definitely a plan of mine at some point to go and break the 12-foot barrier and go over 12 feet on a dunk.
How easy are you getting it down on 11 feet?
All vertical. It took a couple of attempts. From a running standpoint, I'd probably say I can make it like 7 times out of 10. I got a 360 in too from
oh my god,
from 11 feet. So like I'm pretty confident in big rims. I like to raise my rim outside my house all the time past 10 feet to just kind of like really get good at jumping on the higher rims. And I think that's going to be one of the bigger focuses that I get at this year, because I don't know more years I have of getting, that high off the ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, you're a young guy in your 30s, but that said, to try to add an additional foot to get up to 12, I mean, how are you gonna train your body to gain that extra spring?
Oh, so my personal best is 11.8.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
So I'm 5 inches away from my goal,
Okay.
which is still a lot
Yeah.
to get. It's
Yeah.
definitely not an easy feat. I think a couple factors that I would look at is, one, location. So I did it at Venice Beach, which was kind of sea level, and it was outdoor.
Yeah.
If when I do set it up, it has to be indoor. The conditions have to be more than ideal.
Yeah.
Utah is definitely at altitude, so that does have a little bit of an effect. So I think with those things, I could probably squeak 3 inches right there with those factors, and then now it's just like I have to come up with 2 more inches, which is just gonna be hard work. I think last year I was in a good spot. The knee wasn't fully there, but the strength was there. I squat over 500 pounds.
Yeah.
And if I continue to get my strength up and keep my weight down, I should be in a good spot to make it happen.
You just got to fly up to the moon, and then you'd be all good.
Oh, I'd for sure knock it out there. I'll ask Elon to hook me up.
All right. Question number 5 with Jay Clark, the jumper. You're the Bullard High School track coach. This is your first year. Where's that track team going to be in 5 years?
5 years, man. We are going to be one of the premier teams in the Valley. I would love to say we're going to be defending our state title.
Yeah, for sure you will.
more than anything, we're going to be a team that understands the value of hard work, understands how to do it right, and we're going to be a team that is competitive because we're doing all the right things the right way.
And if you step out of line, you're going to get dunked on and embarrassed. Because it's going on TikTok, it's going on Instagram, it's going on Twitter.
Everywhere.
All right, Jonathan Clark, Jay Clark, the jumper, thanks so much again for coming on. It's kind of silly to say best of luck for the competition that's going to air in November, Dunk League. But because you probably already know the outcome, but we'll be pulling for you. Would you come back on afterwards to talk about, kind of recap the experience and tell us, what it was like to live these last few months being tight-lipped, having to keep secrets?
Definitely. I definitely will. No, I'm really excited to see it come out. I'm excited to see everything. So yeah, I'll definitely be back, and we can definitely chop it up after the competition.
Does your wife know what happened?
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
I told her, like, I don't know what the rules were, but I wasn't not gonna tell her. She got the play-by-play as the competition was going. So
yeah. I mean, you think you're on dishes duty? Try keeping that from her and see what happens.
Oh, definitely.
All right, my friend. Good to see you. I'll see you around the basketball courts around the Central Valley.
Definitely.
Thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a good night. Goodbye. Hey, folks. Thanks for tuning in. If you like the show, please subscribe, like, and share. And we love to hear from you. If you have a question about today's show, or you, a loved one, or maybe your favorite athlete has sustained a sports medicine injury that you would like to know more about, please reach out to us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or email. And stay tuned for more exciting content from the Sports Medicine Orthopod. Thanks again.